Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School Taif. I am Ms. Bushra Tanveer. This is social studies class for grade 7. This is our 15th video of this class. In this video we shall study chapter number 8 from social studies book. Dear students, after today's lesson you will be able to understand the text given in chapter 8. You will also be able to do the short question answer MCQs and the long question answer from the exercise. Dear students, today we shall study chapter number 8. Chapter number 8, the heading of chapter number 8 is environment. 100 years ago, there were probably fewer people in the world than there are in Pakistan alone today. The population of the earth in 2007 was about 6.5 billion. Scientists estimate that by 2050 it will have risen to 10 billion. This creates very serious problems for our environment. Yes, students, in this paragraph is written about the world population. Is written over here that in 2007 on the earth the world population was 6.5 billion, but by the estimated of the scientist it will be 10 billion in 2050. It means that this overpopulation creates very serious problems for our environment. Dear students, now the next passage of this chapter, 2 to 3,000 years ago, most of the population of the world lived in small villages with a few relatively large towns. The only smoke was from fires for heating and cooking. Much of the world was covered with forest, and trees were cut down only for fuel and for building huts. There was no waste from food, no paper, no tin cans or bottles, apart from bones and other inedible parts. Household goods were simple and usually lasted a lifetime, and as they were made of wood, they could be burned when no longer of use. Sewage and manure were saved and used as fertilizer for the land. Dear students, now the explanation of this paragraph, that 2 or 3,000 years ago on the earth the population was so less and the people lived in small villages, and also the people used the wood for fire or for cooking. So it means that there was little smoke on that time, and much of the world was covered with forest, and on that time there was no waste from food, no paper, no tin cans, and also the things made from wood and very simple things were used in the houses on that time, and most of the things were made from wood. And also the sewage and the manure means the wastage material were also used as a fertilizer for the land. Dear students, now the next passage. It all sounds an ideal situation, but there were few of the good things. Either there were no medicines except herbs, there was little washing and cleaning. It is said that in the Middle Age in Europe, the ordinary person was washed all over only twice in life, immediately after birth and then after death before burial. We have no accurate figures, but it seems quite likely that half the number of children born died before their 5th birthday. The life expectancy for ordinary people was probably 30 to 35 years. An older person might be 50 or so, but that was rare. The students, also is discussed over there here about the population, that on that time the situation means that in the previous age the situation was ideal and there were few of the good things. On that time the people used the medicine made by herbs, and also Middle Age in Europe, the ordinary person was washed all over only twice in life, and also the life expectancy of ordinary people was probably 30 to 35 years. Dear students, now the next passage from this chapter. From the Middle Ages onwards, life changed and developed. More people, though only a minority, began to live in towns. Then from the 18th century, the industrial world burst upon society. Huge factories, bleaching out great cloud of smoke, were built. Towns and cities grew rapidly, with poorer people crowding together to find job in industry. There were no adequate water and sanitation system. With time, however, things began to improve. The students, from the Middle Age onwards, life changed and developed, and more people lived in towns. And in 19th century, when the industrial increase or grew, or huge factories, bleaching material released from the factories, and also the smoke released from the factories, and also the people transfer from villages to towns and cities due to the job and due to the good opportunities. Due to that, there was great of problem in the environment. Dear students, now the next passage. Every day, more huge industrial plants pour out immense amounts of polluting smoke. Many industrial processes have dangerous and poisonous byproducts which are often allowed to run into rivers, making the water deadly to fish and plants and also to humans. Billions of motor vehicles emit toxic gases into the air, especially in towns and cities. The gases from factories and the motor vehicles accumulate high up in the atmosphere form a blanket which is causing global warming and serious climate change. Dear students, as the industry increase and the environment have the serious problem in the environment, and also the industry releases the dangerous and the poisonous gases, and these things are very dangerous for the human being and also for the sea animals and for the plants. Dear students, in front of your computer screen you can see the pictures over here. The first picture on the left side of the slide, this picture is a heap of waste matter, and then you can see the next picture which is in the center of the page. You can see the dangerous gases being emitted into the air. And the third picture, which is on the right side of the page, toxic byproduct running into rivers. Or you can also see in this picture, in the picture which is in the center, that also the smoke of the vehicles and the gases from factories and the motor vehicles also a great problem which is causing global warming and serious climate change. Dear students, now the next passage of the book. Almost everything we buy comes wrapped in paper or plastic or in tins. Where there is no disposal system, this waste material often accumulates in huge stinking heaps, breeding rats and disease. Society encourages us to keep new equipment for our homes. The older items are discarded and are left on huge garbage dumps, as well as the things which are dangerous. Our environment creates things which are unpleasant for many people. There is, for example, constant noise from cars and machineries, and music from radios and the shops. Dear students, here we shall discuss about the different pollution. The first of all, atmospheric pollution caused by industrial smoke, motor vehicles, domestic fire in some regions. And the second one, the material pollution, industrial process polluting water and land, waste materials, the throwaway society discarding paper, wrapping, household equipment. And the next is a aerial pollution, constant noise from traffic, aircraft, industrial processes, music from public address system. And the last pollution, visual pollution, unpleasant sight, garbage heaps, ugly buildings, advertising hoardings, cables are the example of the visual pollution. Students, now the next subheading, global warming As we said above, the vast amount of man-made gases are building up a layer like a blanket high above the earth. There is preventing the heat from escaping into space, so that the temperature of the world is rising steadily. There is very serious indeed, because it will probably alter the whole of our weather patterns. Yes, students, due to heavy traffic causes noise and air pollution, and we know that all these things have the great problem, or we can say that great changes will be over there in the global warming. And due to all these reasons, the temperature of the world is rising day by day, and this is very serious problem for our environment. Dear students, now in front of your computer screen, you can see the picture in front of you. This picture is shown how the atmosphere keeps the earth warm. You can see the atmosphere. This is the atmosphere, and this is the earth layer, and this is the outer space of this. So as you know that how the atmosphere keeps the earth warm means the light rays come from here on the surface of earth, and then incoming heat from the sun warms the earth's surface. And also this arrow shows that some heat is reflected by the atmosphere back into the space, and then again this heat is also come in the atmosphere of the on the layer of the earth, and some heat passes directly into the space, and some heat is observed by the gases in the atmosphere and irradiated back towards the earth. Dear students, now in front of your computer screen you can see the greenhouse captured heat. As you know that the greenhouse is made by the glass, and in the first arrow you can see the glass allows most of the sun heat through, and then some heat is also reflected by the glass, then some of the heat escapes, and also glass radiates most of the heat back. So due to this we can see that the heat entered in the greenhouse. Due to this, the inside greenhouse the temperature will be increased, and it can't be come out from the inside. So due to this, the temperature inside the greenhouse is increased as compared to the outside. Dear students, now we shall see the MCQ from this chapter. The first MCQ, the population of the earth in 2007 was, correct option, 6.5 billion. MCQ number 2, it is said that in the Middle Age in Europe, the ordinary person was washed all over, only dash in life, once, twice. The correct option is twice. MCQ number 3, half the number of the children born died before their dash birthday in the past. Correct option, fifth. MCQ number 4, the life expectancy for ordinary people was probably dash years in the past, 30 to 35 years. MCQ number 5. An older person might be dash years or so, but that was rare in past. So the correct option is 50. Yes, students, now we shall see the short question answer from this chapter. The first question is, in the past, why pollution was less? It was less because there was no waste bones and other inedible parts. Sewage and manure was saved and used as fertilizers for the land. Short question number 2. In which countries the carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere are high? The carbon dioxide emissions in the atmosphere are fairly high in the oil-producing country of the Muslim world. Question number 3. What do you know about land pollution? Almost everything we buy comes wrapped in paper or plastic or in tins. Where there is no disposal system, this waste material often accumulates in huge stinking heaps, breeding rats and disease. Dear students, now we shall see the question answer from the exercise, book page 43. The first question is, discuss what problems are and can be caused by overpopulation. Answer is, our earth is becoming overpopulation, which is causing many serious environment and many other socio-economic problems. First of all, due to overpopulation, food requirement is increasing already. Millions of people are not meet their need of their food. Secondly, availability of drinking water becoming short. About 1/3 of population is able to meet their need of drinking water. Number 3, day by day, population of the world is migrating towards urban centers where housing, sanitation and products of daily use, vegetable, fruits and schooling becoming short. Number 5, due to overpopulation, more food requirement is forcing to cut the jungles, which causes environmental problems. Point number 5, overpopulation is creating serious unemployment problems all over the world. Number 6, increasing population of the world need more energy, oil, natural gas, coal, electricity, etc. While high rising energy prices is one serious problem for the economics of countries. Yes, students, now the question number 3 from the exercise is, which of the forms of pollution are the most dangerous? Discuss the reasons. Pollution of any type is dangerous, but the most dangerous is air pollution. Among some common air pollutants are sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, oxides of nitrogen, chlorofluorocarbons, etc. Natural sources of pollution are volcanoes and rotting vegetation. Air pollution causes global warming, thinning of ozone layer, acid rain, forest decline, brain damage, cough, lung diseases, headache, and breathing difficulties. Dear students, Now question number 4. Suggest ways to solve the environmental problems. To solve the environmental problem, all wastewater, both domestic and industrial, should be discharged into public sewage system. Reduce public transport on roads. Recycle bottle, tins, etc. To reduce waste, we should use good quality silencers in our vehicles. We should not throw garbage in streets. We should stop smoking. We should plant more trees. Do not use chlorofluorocarbons and related products. Use unleaded petrol. Dear students, now the homework. Learn and write MCQs, short and exercise question answers which are done today. See you in the next video. Goodbye.